So this is just a quick little solution to the axial symmetry question on page 93, question 3. It's the burger question. So I have the bottom of the burger drawn just to speed things up a little. So it's simple enough, draw this. Just the 5s here. So the distance here for the piece of meat is 10 millimeters. So you're going to be in the middle of that, which is 5. And that's where your center points then for your circle is going to be. Don't worry too much, look, if them circles aren't going to come out 100% because it's quite hard to do it when the radius is so small on the compass. And for your bun part down here then, so you can draw it in like a box first, and on the top here you're going to measure in your 20 millimeters, get that in your compass, and you can swing that around for the rounded part of the bun. Now, when we're doing the axial up here, right, so the circles aren't going to change in the axial. So what we can do is we can draw it up here as if it's all square, and then we can just add in the circle parts up here ourselves rather than carrying parts if necessary. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to carry the meat up here again. So I'm going to leave it as if it's a square first, and I'm going to add these circle bits in the end. So I'll bring up my square bit first, and I'm going to bring up this side. So that's my two sides now brought up. I'm going to label it, so I'm going to call the first bit up here 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this piece of the meat is this distance away. So that's 1 there now found. That's 1. Point 2 is this far away from that center line. So 2. There. 4 is the same. And 3 is there then. So you have 3 and 4. So I'm going to join in the meat there. So 4 to 2, 1 to 3. Now what we have to get is this center point. So I can bring up the center point here. I need the center point just to draw in my circle, okay? So I can either get the center point up on my axial piece up in the top, or I could just rename this point 4, 5 and get my distance there as well. So point 5 is as far away from the center line. So that now is my point 5. Across there. There's no need to worry too much if they're difficult drawing these radiuses for the meat part over here. Don't worry about it too much. If my leg was longer, it would help as well. There we go. Okay. So that's the second part of the meat done the burger. Now we just need to translate up the bun. Okay. So for the bun, if you want, you could change the letters. You could change the numbers to letters. So I'm going to call this A, B, C, and D. Now, as I said, I'm going to draw it out as a square first, and then I'm going to bring up these points that I used for the radius. So A, B, C, D, E, and F. So they all get put up. So A is up there, D is up there. So now all I do is get my distances. So point to the compass on A, extend it up to that center line. We can mark up there then. So that's A, D, B, C. So I'm just going to write them in now in case I get confused. So A, B, C, D is right there then. So I'm lightly going to draw in that now. Now I'm not going to use my dark pencil because I know that the corners of C and D are rounded. So I'm now going to bring up my corners, my points F to there, E to there. And I should be able to draw in the rounded part of the burger bun. So that's that part there. it as the burger complete. So that's the burger incomplete. Okay. So the method behind it isn't too difficult. It's the small measurements and stuff that makes this question difficult. So take your time with it and try to be as accurate as possible.